This is the relationship between birth order and prosociality, an evolutionary perspective. And basically, this article is talking about how most of the articles talk about the difference in individual personality traits, but this article wants to do about prosociality and the social behavior of the topic, which is not like dive into a lot. And in the introduction, the authors are Salmon, Cuthbertson, and Figueredo, and they're basically putting this into like different variables. So like 1.1, 1.2, and all these variables will be conducted into this final test that will be doing the methodology to then find the results of the experiment. So in the methodology, there's 220 female undergrads at a Southwestern university. They did a questionnaire and received credit for it in class. So obviously it made the motivation much greater to receive credit. There are 188 of the females were used because the rest of the ones that were not used, there was not sufficient evidence. There's not sufficient data to collect, to use data for it. 95% were heterosexual, meaning that they have a relationship with a significant other that is of the opposite sex. 59.1% were single. 36.4% have a live-in relationship, which is basically a relationship where we live together. And 79.1% grew up in the middle class with both parents. So middle class with the wealth, and they grew up with both parents. And out of all the 188 females, approximately 17.7% were middleborns, and that's obviously the topic that we'll be discussing mostly. And the results, the results show that middleborns are more likely to cherish and prioritize a non-kin relationship more to kin. And kin basically is like the family. So middleborns are closer or cherish more relationships with their friends rather than with their parents or siblings, for instance. And the greatest increase in prosociality is between the first and second borns. And as the rate of change decelerates, it decreases as birth order and prosociality increases. And this is the prosociality between the first and second borns. The second borns are considered to be middle children in this experiment because, as said in like different experiments, most of them characterize middle-born children to be at least a second, because if you're second born, that means with at least more people born, you have an older and younger sibling at least. So that's why this is characterized as second middle born. And yeah, that's it.